Let me actually let's make a YouTube. Yo, YouTube, what's up? I'll make a video about this actually. So, YouTube, what is up? This is gonna be a short video probably, but chat. I bring this up because I know you're like, okay, you got a picture in front of the Love and Deepspace billboard in Times Square. Wow, who cares? Like, that's it? Wow, oh my god, cool, man. But it was really funny. Like, and I don't have the video. I wish I had the video. Coco has it. I think she sent it to me. I just couldn't find it. Maybe I'll look for it right now. But I'll look for it in a second. But so before we left for Japan, hi everybody, we went to the Lads billboard because since I'm like a official Lads creator, which isn't that like it's a big deal for me, but like there's not much that I can talk about it because a lot of it's like NDA stuff, just because that's just how the company does stuff. But I got a message from in the Discord with all the creators and the mods, and INFOLD was like, hey, we're doing the Love and Deepspace ad on the One. The One is like this. This is where the ball is dropped in for New Year's, right? So that's this ad space. This billboard's called the One in Times Square because it's like the biggest thing in Times Square, right? Like ad space wise, or one of the biggest things, right? And so it's really expensive. Obviously, everyone sees it. They got a bunch of ads playing, and they're like, "Hey, we're doing something similar to what they did for Infinity Nikki." So obviously, Infinity Nikki is made by INFOLD as well, I think, right? And so they had the billboard as well. Like I think a month ago, they did an Infinity Nikki event, and it also had an ad here, but they had cosplayers there. But I had some cosplay mutuals actually go there and who were in cosplay, who like were like hired to do it. I don't know the process, but I just know that I think INFOLD had some cosplayers go there, dress up, and stood around for like an hour or two or something. Either way, they did it for Infinity Nikki. They did it for Love and Deepspace as well. They did not have any cosplayers there officially. It was just, hey, we're gonna have a billboard for it, and like Lads creators, you can go. And they said, like, we're having at a certain time, there's going to be other creators there or whatever. And so, TLDR, either way, I was like, I got to go because I'm going to be in New York while this is happening. This was on the One for the billboard, the One, for like 4 days, I think. It was like Thursday, July, like, when did I post this? The 6th? So this was, I think, Sunday? So whatever the Thursday, July like 3rd or 4th was, I don't even remember what it was. But it started then and it went to like Tuesday. Okay, it was like almost for a week. Beside the point. But I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be in New York City, when this is happening because New York City sucks, bro, and Times Square sucks, bro. Like it's just Times Square's ass. Okay, and if you haven't been to New York City, you're probably like, oh, it looks really fun. And it's cool when you're there, once or twice. But when you've been there a million times, Times Square it's hectic. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of scary people. It's not fun. So I was like, okay. I was like, you know what? Fine. Let's go to Times Square to do this. So me and Coco, we went to see Jurassic World Rebirth on Sunday, which that movie was kind of mid. I love Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic World. I love dinosaurs. Like, not dinosaurs that much, but like I love the movies. And so we went to see the movie, and right after the movie, they had the billboard was running like basically all day, but the Lads Discord people are like, hey, some creators said they'll be there, or there will be like some people are meeting up at a specific time from like 5 to 6, and the movie ended at like 5:15. So we went from the movie to the place, and I got here at like 5:45. And so I was like, I didn't know what was going to happen, right? I wore my girl dinner shirt. I brought my sweater, but it was way too hot out to wear the sweater, so I kept the sweater at the apartment. But I was like, okay, we're going to go see the billboard, see what this little event thing is. I don't know what's going on. Me and Coco, we're going to go, and I'll take a picture in front of the billboard, right? And I was like, that's that, of course. And so we were walking there, and like I said, when we were walking to Times Square, this just some like a homeless person on the street, which is it's New York City. It's how it is, unfortunately. This guy started like chasing me and Coco because he like wanted money. Like you know, that's usually how it goes, right? And so usually, you just either you give him money or you just keep walking, ignore them, because not most of the time, but sometimes, you know, they can be on drugs, whatever. You know, it is what it is. It's scary too. Coco, you know, she's a girl, so she deals with, you know, catcalling and more stuff than I do, tenfold. So, you know, it's just normal business, right? In the city, it is what it is. Who cares, right? So we kept walking, and this guy started chasing us, and we're like, oh my god. So we like start like speed walking from we came from this way. So the way that I'm facing is where we came from. So we were coming from like, you know, this way, whatever, and we're like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta get lost in this crowd. It was so weird, bro. We're fine. It was just, you know, there's a guy on drugs. It is what it is, unfortunately. And if he kept following us, I was gonna be like, bro, I had no cash. I think I had like $50 because I don't carry cash, right? Actually, no, I had a lot of cash because I had a bunch of cash I wanted to convert in Japan. So I actually had like $300 cash. That was a lie. And I was like, I'll give this guy like $20 or something, right, if he keeps following us. But he didn't, because we lost him. But I was like, you know what? Luckily, it didn't have to happen. But if I had to do that just because, like, you know, get off our ass, I don't care. It is what it is, right? But either way, it didn't happen. The only reason I bring it up is because we were like, I was scared. I was like, dude, what the fuck? So we started like sprinting, and so we're running, and we get lost in like the major crowd, right? And we're like, oh my god, okay, where's the billboard? And we're like, okay, we came from, I think maybe we came from this way. I don't know. Doesn't really matter that much. But so we're looking for the billboard, and this wasn't playing at all times. This, you know, since it is a massive billboard, it's Times Square. Times Square, you know, the time slots for ads, they can be really short or it can be really long, and depending on the length, obviously it's really expensive. Basic like ads, I don't have to tell you guys about that, you know that, duh. And so Love and Deepspace didn't pop up yet, and I was like, okay, like surely it will just like loop. I thought it would be there at all times, but I realized that that's stupid because that would be probably a millions of dollars to spend. But so we're like, okay, it's gonna loop. So where are these people meeting up? Because they said there was gonna be like an official thing going on, kind of. I was like, I don't know how big it's gonna be. I imagine it would have been like some cosplayers or something. I don't know. And so we're walking up, and then we see two Raphael cosplayers and a Caleb cosplayer. And I'm like, oh, there it is. That's cool, right? And so I'm at girl dinner. I'm wearing, you know, this obviously. And so we're walking up, and they had a photographer there. I think INFOLD had an official photographer, which I might be in an ad for Gamescom. So I'm jumping ahead, but like after we got there and whatnot, they said that the pictures and like whatever, I think they did like maybe a short video, but they definitely took pictures. That those might go into the Gamescom like reel or like advertisement or something. But I don't know. They took a bunch. There's a bunch of people there. Obviously, if I make it in, it's probably a slim chance. So, like, if I don't, it is. Who cares? It is what it is. But there will be pictures probably from the Times Square stuff at Gamescom. So I'll look out. If I show up, I show up. If I don't, you know, it's fine. But that was cool. But I'm jumping forward. But so I'm just bringing this up because this has never happened to me. Okay, this has never happened to me, and I didn't know what to do, and I don't think my face is kind of red here, and I'm cheesing like a motherfucker. I'm cheesing like a mother right now, and the reason is, so we're walking up, we see the two Raphael cosplayers, they're very sweet, Caleb cosplayer, very sweet, and some other people, right? There's a couple of people wearing like, you know, certain outfits, kind of like Love and Deepspace related, and then the photographer, and so as I'm walking up, I have my girl dinner shirt on, right? And someone's like, oh, look, Raphael girl dinner shirt. And then like 3 or 4 people are like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I'm like, what? I was like, it's like my shirt. It's just girl dinner shirts, whatever, right? And like, they're like, I don't know if they said Nightalize. I don't know if they said Jordan, but they're like, oh my God, I know who you are. And I was like, oh my God, this is weird. I don't know what to do. And so Coco has a video of it. She started recording because she was like, this is crazy. And I was like, bro, why are you recording? I was like, what the? But they're like, oh my God, I know you are. And I was like, oh my God. And so my face was so red, dude. Like, maybe it was 3 or 4 of the people there. Maybe it was more. Maybe it was like 2 or 3. I don't know. It was like 2 or 3 people at least. But It doesn't matter. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because I was so embarrassed, dude. They were like, oh my god, I know you. Like, I watch your streams. And, like, these people are, like, looking around. Like, what is happening? Because they were loud for, like, 5 seconds. And I was so red. My face was so red, dude. It was crazy. I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I was just like, oh, hi. Like, what's up? Wait, dude. I wish I have the video that Coco recorded. Hold on. Wait. I have it. She sent it to me. She was like, you gotta post it to Twitter. I'm like, I'm not posting a video of people being excited to see me, cause like that seems awfully like narcissistic or, oh my god, excuse me, egotistical, right? Maybe. She's like, no, it was cool. It was so cool. I was like, I'm not posting a video of people seeing me and screaming my name for 1 second, okay? I'm not doing that. But I'll show it on here if I can find it, because it was funny. I don't know if she sent it, bro. Hold up, chat. Give me 1 second. Let me find. Okay, resuming. So I can't find it right now on YouTube. But so yeah, I walk up and they're like, oh my god. I'm like, hi. Like, how are you guys? I'm just like, I didn't do anything crazy. I was like, hi, what's up, guys? And like that was pretty much it. There, like I said, there's 2 Raphael cosplayers, but I think I guess I won't say their names because like I don't want to like call their names out or whatever if they don't want it to be said. But the Caleb cosplayer was like, oh my god, I watch your streams, or like I watch your stuff on YouTube, and I was like, oh, it's very nice. And I was like, what's your name? Like, nice to meet you. To like, you know, whatever, whoever was there. And I got a picture with her and the other people there as well, because I got a picture with the Raph cosplayers. I don't think they knew who I was, which who fucking gives a shit, right? I don't care. But obviously I had the girl didn't have her shirt on, so I had to get a picture with them, and they were also very sweet. But then there's like 1 or 2 other people there who I didn't get a picture with, but they said hi, they knew who I was, which was really cool. They were all very nice. But yeah, dude, it was so crazy, dude. God, I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do, and in the video you'll see me stand there. I walk up and I'm just like, hi, what's up? Oh god, but it was cool, and I don't know. That's pretty much it. Like, I walked up, I got the picture with the Raph cosplayer, and so this, like I said, the Love and Deep Space ad was going on like a loop, so everyone who was there was like 5:45, so people got there at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever it was, and already kind of got all the pictures, and so 6 o'clock is basically when everybody left. So we got there right before everyone left, so the timing was crazy. You know, if we got there later or if the movie went longer, we would have probably missed everybody, which really would have sucked. But the timing was absolutely impeccable. So we got there, you know, I got the picture with the 1 or 2 people. And I was like, okay, like talking to them for like a minute or 2 before the ad was coming up, because they were like, bro, like the ad's about to pop up, because they were, like I said, they were there probably for like 45 minutes to an hour or a little bit less, taking pictures already, right? And so the photographer guy was like, they're like, don't get a picture. And so this is like the 3 or 4 of them or whatever being like, oh, like do a pose. They're all like telling me like what to do. Because like, he's about to pop up. He's like, get a picture, because I was like shy. I was embarrassed because I was like, I don't know what to do. And there's a lot of people, and so my face is really red. And dude, when I get like embarrassed or like not flustered in a bad way, but like if there's a lot of people, I you know, face gets red, right? And you're like cheese, you're like, but I like when I smile, my smile starts to like shake. And so when I got a picture with the Caleb cosplayer, she was nice. And the cosplay was great. Or the Raphael cosplayers were also sick. Their wigs were phenomenal. Like I'm smiling, right? But I think it's from like being embarrassed, or it's not anxiety or anything. But like I'm like smiling like this, but like I can feel like, I don't think you can see it because I asked Coco, she said you couldn't see it. But like I can feel like my face kind of like jitter a bit, and I remember taking the picture with them, and I was like trying to keep like a smiley face for it, but I could feel my face like jittering or whatever. I was like, this is so embarrassing. Thank God you couldn't notice it. But okay, so either way, they're all like, yo, get ready to take a picture. What up, Coda? How you doing, man? get ready to take a, so I stood there trying to get a picture. We got a bunch of pictures with like me doing this, and then I did like a peace sign, and I just like stood there. But then the camera guy, the guy who had the really nice camera, I guess INFOLD paid for him. He was like, hold up. So he got a picture of me kind of in this pose of like me just, I think, with the shirt on in front of the billboard. But I think he got a picture of me like similar to this picture right here with Raphael in the back with my shirt on, which is really cool. But like, I don't know, it was Coco didn't text me back, which is fine. But that's pretty much it. I did get the Instagram of the one person, and they posted the picture on their story, but I don't think I saved it because they had it on their story, so I didn't screenshot it or anything, which I should have got it from them, but it was just a picture. Yeah, the Raph cosplayers and then the Caleb cosplayer, they put it on their story, but I didn't save it because I didn't like screenshot it because they had like a bunch of text around it. But yeah, I don't think, yeah, no, I don't have it. That's okay. I thought Coco, it is what it is. But yeah, that's that, bro. Want to be a message? Nah, she didn't text it to me. I thought she did, but she didn't. It was just okay. Honestly, I wouldn't have guessed you were embarrassed or anxious from the picture. Well, I was embarrassed because you could see my face is red. It was even more red. It was before this. But like, I was like cheesing like a mother. I was laughing. It's like oh my god, this is like, I didn't know what to do, so I was just laughing a lot. And that's why god, I don't know, man. It was crazy. The red could have been from the summary. That's also true. But yeah, man, that's that. That's the first time I got recognized in person before, and it was by like more than one person, which is crazy work. So shout out those people. I would say their names, but I just in case I won't. But I remember two of their names. I think I only asked for 2 of the names. Everyone else, I think, didn't know who I was, which doesn't matter. That's fine. I don't care. I'm just a guy. But yeah, that's that. The billboard was cool. It was worth it to go to Times Square. It was a cool picture. Got to say hi to some people. Got to maybe be in the Gamescom, because I guess 11 Deepspace would be at Gamescom. I guess maybe have a chance to be in an ad or a short thing. Not ad, but like a short like reel or something. I don't know. Who knows? But pretty cool. I bought the girl dinner shirt specifically for this because before I packed and everything, they announced this. And I was like, oh my god, I have to bring the girl dinner shirt and the sweater so I can get a picture in front of it with all of it on. And it was like a day before I was going to leave. So thank God I saw that. I didn't wear the sweater, like I said, because it was way too hot out. But I'm glad I brought the shirt because it was a great combination of, getting a picture in front of it with Raphael and the people being like, oh my god, that's a funny shirt. Oh my god, wait, I think I've seen you somewhere. So that's it. Okay, so not even to Japan yet, and you're on TV or something, and you did some modeling. Okay, none of that is true. I'm not a celebrity. I was not on TV, and I didn't do any modeling. but I did get recognized for the first time. That was cool. I'll remember that forever, bro. Probably. King of Humble. No, I'm not even being humble. That's just how it happened. It's just, it was just a guy with a really nice camera who was hired by INFOLD to take pictures. Okay. So no, but like I said, we got there with a buzzer beater, bro. The buzzer beater. Like I said, 5:45. I was there, hung out for like 10, 15 minutes, and then everyone left because the photographer guy left. And then I think there was also like there was some cosplay meetup happening, I think, later that day. And they're like, hey, we're going to this cosplay meetup. And I was like, oh, cool, maybe we'll go. But I was like, wait, we can't because that's far away. And we have to leave tonight for Japan. So if we didn't have to leave for Japan, I probably would have been like, hey, can we tag along? Or like, I would have went as well. But either way, yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. Also, this tweet that went crazy. And like, story aside, what the hell? What warranted 10,000 likes on this? That's interesting. That's crazy work. Well, this was like what, 2 days after the wedding stuff, so I guess like my Twitter account was being pushed to a lot of people. But thank you for that. That's very cool. I guess I don't really know. It's just, you know, it's just likes on a tweet, so it doesn't mean much. But either way, that's the story. And I wish I had the video to show, but I'll show another day. I'll show one day.